Hi, so new series of video tutorials about OpenTX on transmitter FrSky Taranis Q-X7. I have some video tutorials on different OpenTX radios, but because X7 is really favorite transmitter for many RC modelers, and because OpenTX is evolved, I will make just a new video tutorials for beginners, especially for beginners, and I will make it on this transmitter. Because OpenTX is in X7, but in Taranis, big Taranis 2, on Taranis-E 2, on FrSky X12 2, and on new incoming X10 will be 2 OpenTX firmware possibility. You can use this video tutorials, you can use for basic orientation on different OpenTX radios too, because basic things in OpenTX are same in all OpenTX radios. So if you have Horus, FrSky Horus for example, you can use these video tutorials for basic orientation too. So these video tutorials will not be about absolutely everything in OpenTX. These video tutorials will be for beginners, for first steps in this firmware. OpenTX is a really nice, really powerful tool, but yes, it is a little bit different than other firmwares in other brands of transmitters. So I want to show you some helps for first steps. I will show you everything. What I will show you will not be based on some theoretically study of instruction manuals, but on real flying. I used OpenTX in real flying with RC models for hundreds hours, and it is possible that I will tell you, I don't know what it means, I will not use it anytime. Yes, so I will use only these things which I think they are important for RC pilots, especially for beginners. So if I will step some items, just find that in instruction manuals for next info, but again, I think all important I will tell you. OpenTX or X7 you will control with these 3 buttons and this roller with push function, with press function as enter button. And again, one important thing, sorry for my English, yes? This is not Shakespeare, this is technical video. You must know that some functions you will enter with longer press of button. For example, OpenTX have 2 halves of menus. System menu. In system menu you will set everything about transmitter globally for all models. And model menu, in model menu you will set each model separately. And in this today we will tell something about system menu. In model menu you will go with short press of menu button, this button with 3 lines, and you are in model menu. Back, press, exit. So short press of menu, model menu. longer press of menu, radio setup or system menu. Again, exit is just exit. Again, short press, model menu, longer press, system menu or radio setup. This is necessary to know. Sometimes you can make it a little bit different way without know about long or short press of buttons, but sometimes it is necessary. So again, longer press, I am in radio setup in system menu. Here we can see number 19. It means radio setup has 9 screens and we are on first of them, 1 of 9. Here are some options, and options are not only here, but it continues down. Just rotate with roller and you will go down on bottom side of options. If you will be on a lower edge of the screen, and if you will go down, you will switch directly on top of this screen, like that. And again, if you are on top of screen, if you will with roller go up, you will switch or skip directly on bottom side, bottom edge of this screen, like that. Yes. If you want to go on other page, other screen from 9 screens, just press page and you will list just next and next page. And again, if you are on last screen and if you will press page again, you will be again on first of 9 screens. If you are, for example, on screen 4 and you want to go back on screen 3, you can just press it again until you will be on screen 3, or again longer press longer page button and you will go back in order. Yes, so short press, go forward, longer press, go back. So go back on screen 1, and what is here? On first position is date. Just go on value what you want change, press enter, just press roller, this is enter button, and rotate and change value which you want, and confirm with again press enter button. What is important to know? Each value which you will change has effect right now. Of course, on date this is not important, but if you will change, for example, endpoint of servo, if you will change value of endpoint of servo, you will change it in this time with real effect. It means if your model is under power, with power on, with connected receiver, etc., and you will change endpoint of servo travel, servo will move in this time, which is nice for finding right position for endpoint, but it could be a little bit dangerous. You can easily go in some value which could be dangerous for servo arm, etc. So keep it on your mind. What you will change here, again not in date but in servo and next functions, it will be change this value right in this time without a confirm. If you will press a confirm, you will just only end mode of editing, or editing mode, yes. So, date, time, this is all same. Battery range. This is not really important thing about safety. This will change only if I will go back on home screen with exit press. It will change only range of voltage for this graphically battery icon. Yes. This battery icon must know which battery is inside your transmitter with which range of voltage, lower voltage and higher voltage. Only for this symbol. Yes, because you can put inside an IMH battery, you can put inside LiPo battery, 2-cell, 3-cell, LiFi battery. So transmitter must know which lower voltage will be and higher voltage will be. But this is only for this icon, for nothing else. Sound. Sound. You can set quiet. It will be, your radio will be really quiet, without any warnings, without nothing. You know, if you want fly with your glider in absolute quiet, you can select quiet and your radio will be really quiet. But it could be dangerous because it will be quiet, including some warning messages. So if you will select quiet sound mode, every time if you will switch on a transmitter will tell you, be careful, you have quiet radio, I will not warn you. Yes. If you will not, this message switch off, I will show you later. Standard is, alarm is, radio is quiet, but alarms are coming, you can listen alarms. No K, this is standard mode of sound, and all, it means all move of roller you can listen. Volume, complete volume of radio. Radio can make some beeps, radio make some speech messages, voice messages, yes, wave messages. So you can each this type of sounds set separately, and of course you can set volume completely for all this type of sounds together. Yes, you can set it here, but I will show you later easy way how you can set it for example for this potentiometer. Beep volume, beep length, pitch, wave volume, it means volume for voice messages, background volume. This is one of these points, I never change it here. Vario, if you will have a variometer in your glider probably, with sound signalization of climbing or descending, here you can set vario volume and pitch of sounds on 0, on maximum climbing, and 0. Again, I never change these values, but you can try it, why not. Haptic. X7 is with haptic functions or vibrations. Again, you can set if vibrations will be off, or only on alarms, or on everything, but without a case buttons, or all. It means now if I will roll with roller, I can feel small vibrations. Standard is okay. Again, length of vibrations, strength of vibrations. Again, I never change that. Contrast. Of course, contrast of display, nothing special. Alarms. This is really important. Battery low. This is really important. Remember how I tell you, you can put inside different batteries, and you must know which voltage of your battery is which low voltage of your battery is still safe for flying. For example, for LiPo battery it will be probably 3.8, 3.9 volts per cell. Yes, so you must know total voltage of your battery and low edge of this voltage. When radio will warn you your battery is flat or empty, this value you will set here. If here will be wrong voltage with too low value, you can be really surprised when your transmitter will switch off during flying without any warning. So be really careful for right value on battery low. Inactivity alarm. If you will not move with some switches or gimbals for 10 minutes, for example, your radio will tell you, hello, I am here, make something or switch me off. Memory low. If it is almost impossible, but if your memory will be low in your transmitter, you will see warning about that. Here you can see switch off this warning. Same, remember, you can have sound mode as quiet without any warning, and I tell you, your radio will be warn you about that. You will see warning. Here you can see switch off this warning about sounds off or sound mode quiet. Backlight. Backlight of display. Again, off, only keys, controls, it means gimbals, or both. Standard is keys. Yes. This is not really important for flying because all OpenTX FrSky radios are talking with voice messages. So if your glider is 300 meters in 300 meters altitude, you really don't want look on display and find any information about timer or about altitude or voltage. You will just press right button and your radio will tell you. So you can still have your eyes on airplane and radio will tell you what do you want. Durations of backlight, I think this is clear. Brightness of backlight. Alarm. When some alarm is coming, backlight will be blinking on off, on off. Splash screen, this is invitation screen. When you will switch on the radio, you can switch off. Time zone, I never change that. Real time, this is time for GPS sensor, if you have connected GPS sensor. Country code, I am in European Union, so I have European Union. And what is important, voice language.
Trim center.
English, English. Or, for example, Czech.
Střed trimu.
I am Czech, so I have Czech voice messages.
Trim center.
Here you have many languages, but what is important, you must have files with voice messages on your memory card inside the radio. So you can select here Espanol, for example, but if files for that are not on the memory card, you will listen nothing. You will hear nothing. Yes, so you must be sure that right files are on right folder on your memory card. I have on my memory card only English and Czech. Units: metric or imperial, play delay. I never changed that. And channels order. If you will create a new model, channels will be, or functions will be on channels on order. Ailerons, elevate on channel 1, ailerons on channel 2, elevator on channel 3, throttle on channel 4, rudder. Or you can change that how you want. Actually, this is really not important, because in OpenTX you can have everything on every position what you want, but okay, this is some option for just for new model. And what is really important, mode of radio. I fly mode 4, so I have mode 4 here. Here on icons it will help you in orientation which mode you use probably. What is important to know, you can set mode of radio only completely for all radio for all models. You cannot set mode of radio for each model separately. No. All models will be with one mode which you will set here. But if you will change from mode 4, for example on mode 2, it means
Throttle warning.
It means throttle is on same side. You will have all models changed to mode 2 without any problems. So I fly mode 4, but if I want to borrow my model to my friend which use mode 2, I will just only switch transmitter to mode 2 and he can fly with my models without any problems. Because in functions in OpenTX you will not set left rudder, left gimbal or right gimbal, horizontally, vertically, no. In functions you will set elevator gimbal, throttle gimbal or throttle function, ailerons function, and here you will set where this function will be. Of course you must set right value, I think it's clear.
Throttle warning.
And we are on bottom edge of this first screen of 9. What is on next screen? On next screen, on screen 2, you will see content of your SD card inside the transmitter with some basic functions about rename of files, copy of files, etc. What is really nice, you can run some Lua scripts, some small programs on memory card directly from this place, and we have really nice small programs named Lua scripts for setup of receiver with stabilization. Receiver with stabilization you must set up, you must calibrate them, you must set up some functions, and for this you must connect your receiver with a special USB dongle to your computer and run application and set up that, or you will switch on connected and binded receiver in your airplane, and without any computers and cables, etc., you can directly from here calibrate and set up this receiver directly from your transmitter. I will show you again in special video. So, content of SD card. On next screen are global functions. I will clear this global function and I will create it again. In each model you can set different special functions, but sometime you want some function which will be same for all models. For example, remember about volume, I want set volume on this potentiometer. And this special function, volume on this potentiometer, I must set in all models again and again and again. Yes, if I have 10 models, I must 10 times set up this function. Or in system menu on radio setup, I will create global function which will works in all models. So now I will create a global function for volume. Only small preview of this function. So I want set on, it means this global function will be working every time, not on any switch but every time. Which function? Volume, control elements. Now I can select from all switches and potentiometers, etc. Or OpenTX really smart. Or I can just move it with wanted element and OpenTX read this switch or potentiometer. And what is really important, I must check this box, and only after I will check it, it will works. Yes, this is often a mistake. My special function not working. Check. Oh, okay, I am the idiot, sorry. Have a nice day. Yes, so. Now, listen.
Trim center. Trim center. Trim center.
So, now I can check or control volume with this potentiometer without any looking on display, without any problems during flight. Yes, and because it is in global function in system menu, it will works in all models. Of course, if later in model, if I will set on this potentiometer, for example, flaps, yes, it will have two functions, flaps and volume. You must remember on that, on global functions in your radio. So, global functions. On next screen are many options about trainer-student function. This will be, I will explain that in a special movie, with a special video tutorial, because you can set this mode, trainer-student, with many nice options, but now I will tell you only, here you will set some options about other radio, about controlled functions, about modes of control of student radio, etc. On next screen are informations about versions of firmware, etc. And with long press of Enter you can back up your firmware to your memory card. I never again that. I make all my backups on computer with USB cable. Next screen, switches. This is diagnostic screen for diagnostic if your all switches are working right. Sometimes Sometimes you can have a problem with some switch and you don't know if it's problem in your model programming or in function of this switch. Here you can check if your switch is working, including trims, switches, etc. Just diagnostic of switches. Here is important for us this battery calibration value. This is really important, and again this is about the battery inside a transmitter. You must check if a measurement of battery voltage by your transmitter is right, with right value. So with some voltmeter, measure voltage value of your battery, and same value set here. Yes. Check it twice because this is really important. If your transmitter will measure voltage of battery with, for example, -2 volts or +2 volts, you can crash with airplane on that because your transmitter will switch off on low battery. So again, check your battery, real value of voltage in your battery, and same value insert here. Hardware. If you will, for example, this 3-position switch change for 2-position switch, here you will set this new function of this switch, and you can name here all your gimbals or sticks and your switches. You can name that with your own names. I never change that, but you can. And last screen on system menu, calibration. Probably your calibration will be alright, but if not, for example, your throttle stick, if you will go down with throttle stick, you will not be on 0%, but on 2% or 1% of throttle. It could be a problem for some speed regulators. So you need recalibrate this. You will just set all potentiometers and sticks in center position. Press enter to start. Set sticks midpoint. Yes, midpoints. Okay, press enter. Move. Just move with your sticks and potentiometers from edge to edge, from one side to other side, without any big force. Yes, just with normal force. And that's all. Press enter when done, and your recalibration is done. So, system menu or radio setup on X7 FrSky Taranis transmitter. Again, sorry for my English, but I hope it could be helpful for someone. Next time we will take a short look on model menu. Only short look, because later we will set some basic model step by step, really for beginners. Later more complex model, later more complex model, etc, etc. Important thing, don't try understand everything in OpenTX. Maybe you can tell yourself, I want to know everything, and after and only after this moment I will try fly with some model. I think this is wrong way. Learn only functions which you need for your model in this moment. For example, you will have basic 4-channel model. Okay, know only functions only about this model. Later, maybe you can tell, okay, I want some current sensor. Okay, learn next functions about current sensor. Later, I want some variometer. Okay, learn or study next function about variometer. And by this way, with this way, you will continuously increase your informations or your skill level of OpenTX naturally, without any ugly study of hundreds and hundreds pages of instruction manuals. But of course, some functions, some things you must know. Battery voltage, safety switches, etc. I will tell you later. But again, I think better way is from small steps to bigger steps. So, thank you for watching, see you later and have a nice day.